Too much versus much too. What is the difference? Now listen. The phrase too much, first of all, is a quantifier. And as a quantifier, it always goes with noun. Okay? So too much goes with uncountable nouns. Secondly, too much is an adverbial phrase. And as an adverbial phrase, it modifies verbs. So adverbial phrase modify verbs, quantifiers modify nouns. So too much modify nouns as well as verbs. Next, much too is also an adverb or adverbial phrase, but it is strictly an adverbial phrase of degree. And as an adverbial phrase of degree, it modifies adjectives and also other adverbs. So much too modifies adjectives and also adverbs. So let us look at the questions one after the other. Question 1. She talks blank during meetings. Here, we are looking at talks. Talks is a verb. And as a verb, it goes with too much because too much is an adverbial phrase, modifies verbs. So she talks too much during meetings. Question 2. The sugar is blank for the recipe. Here we are looking at sugar. Sugar is an uncountable noun and as such needs too much. As a quantifier, it modifies uncountable nouns. So we have too much. The sugar is too much for the recipe. Too much quantifies sugar. 3. This bag is blank heavy to carry. Here, the blank precedes an adjective. So even though we have a noun here, this noun is countable. Too much only modifies uncountable nouns, so this is countable. Also, if the blank precedes an adjective or an adverb, it becomes the point of focus. So we have this bag is much too heavy to carry. So here we have much too. The bag is much too heavy to carry, which means the bag is way too heavy to carry. I ate blank at dinner last night. Here we have ate. Ate is a verb, and of course it requires too much. I ate too much at dinner last night. 5. She arrived blank late to the party. Here the blank precedes an adverb of time. So we're not looking at this verb. Our focus now is on this adverb because the blank precedes the adverb. And it is much too that goes with adverb. So we have much too late to the party. 6. The water is blank cold for swimming. Here, the blank precedes the adjective cold, and only much too can modify adjectives. So the water is much too cold for swimming. So here we have much too. The water is much too cold for swimming. That is, the water is way too cold for swimming. 7. The trumpet sound was blank loud, that there was blank noise. So I leave this for you. What should be here? Too much or much too? And what should be here? Too much or much too? Now let's label this place A and then label here B. So you tell us, is A too much or much too? And is B too much or much too? Thank you very much for watching.